My little chublets. My little chublets. My little chublets. What is up, YouTube? So today we are having a story time. Today I'm talking about the time that I had got stitches in my thumb. So the time that I got stitches in my thumb, it was, I think, when I was in like 5th grade, like the summer of 5th grade, going into 6th grade. Me and my friend were wandering around in my garage, and he had found a box cutter knife. So it was like a big, sharp, super sharp knife, and I had found a bouncy ball. So what I decided to do is I try to find out what was inside the bouncy ball, and you know, it wasn't, the bouncy ball wasn't solid rubber all the way through. It had, like, I don't know, it was like glitter water. It was like a cheap Dollar General bouncy, but for some reason my smart self decided to cut it open and find out what was inside, even though I already knew what was inside. So my friend was wandering around the garage, and I was on the garage floor trying to cut open, oh fuck off, dude, oh, I still died. So I was on the garage floor trying to cut open this bouncy ball with the knife that my friend had found, and I was just cutting it, you know, it was no problem. And next thing I know, there's just blood gushing out of my thumb. And so I went to my neighbors, like I was like not screaming, but you know, I was like calling my friend. I was like help, 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 you know. And so I went to my neighbors and knocked on the neighbor's door, and of course nobody answered. So I went to my other neighbors, and luckily she was a ex-nurse. She wasn't a nurse anymore, but she had been a nurse, and she bandaged it up for me. We went to the hospital, you know, everything that you would do when you would get stitches. And when I got there, they didn't even like numb me up or anything. I don't know why. They started poking at my thumb to make sure that I still had feelings in it. I needed 8 stitches. I cut open my muscle, and then I cut my skin, of course. So I needed 4 stitches to stitch together my muscle, and then 4 stitches on the outside to stitch together my skin. So the 4 stitches on the inside, there were like disintegrating stitches or whatever, so they would go away after a while. But it was overall not a good experience, of course. You would suspect it wasn't a good experience. I mean, I'm getting 8 stitches in my thumb, but that just shows, don't be stupid, you know. If you're playing with knives, be careful. Don't try to cut open a bouncy ball. So yeah, they were just poking at my thumb, make sure I had feelings and everything. They said if I had gone any deeper at all, they would have had to cut off my thumb, so thank God for that. So of course my neighbor took me to the hospital, and so my mom had to get a like a thing off work, you know, to come home early and meet me at the hospital. It was like, I don't know, since it was summer, it was like real early in the morning. Not real early, but it was like 12 o'clock, and I didn't get back from the hospital till like, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock. And the first thing I did when I got back was go to my friend's house that had handed me the knife to play with, I guess you could say. So yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. That was just my story about cutting open my thumb. Not too much stuff has ever like happened to me before. I do have some other stories, so if you guys want to hear those, one of them's pretty funny, but it does involve me going to the hospital again. But you know, if you guys want to hear those, just let me know. So let me know, guys. This has been Chubbies, and I'm out. Peace.